take a ram's horn, cut some holes into it, and you've got a signal for Jewish repentance? Welcome to Jewish Music Toronto. I am Eli. We are back in my apartment today, not doing a lesson or sing-along video, but instead I have something very special for you. I know I haven't done any lesson or sing-along videos for a bit now, haven't quite had the time, so what we're doing instead today is something special. I have brought on Shalom Brothman here. He is going to blow shofar for us. If you're not familiar with shofar, it is a ram's horn. Could you just hold that up for a second? Just like this one here, sometimes a lot longer. It's hollowed out, and it actually, if I may, has a blowing side and, well, your sound side, where the actual blowing sound comes out. Shalom, how long have you been blowing shofar for?
3 years.
3 years now. And how long did it actually take you to learn how to blow shofar?
3 years.
3 whole years. So is that you've been blowing for 3 years, and during those 3 years you've just been getting better, or it actually took you 3 whole years before that amount of time?
It took me 3 years to get where I am now.
The shofar really is a signal to the Jewish people to begin repenting, and it's because we start blowing the shofar in the morning prayer services at the beginning of the month of Elul, leading all the way up to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, the high holidays. Biblically speaking, the shofar appears in a few instances, including the receiving of the Torah, although that's not a physical form, it comes just from a sound from above, and also the sounding of the shofar at Yericho. It's used in the temple services as well, and like I said before, it's used in the lead up to and during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. In fact, at the end of Yom Kippur services, one long final blast is done to signify the end of the services and the holiday itself, kind of like one final moment of repentance, I guess. There are 3 separate sounds for the shofar, right?
Yes.
We've got the tekiah, the shavarim, and the trua. And I'm trying to pronounce that with the trua, but I'm having a problem today for some reason. So, explain a little bit about those different ones.
The tekiah is between 5 and 7 seconds, which is a long blast. The shavarim is 3 short blasts, and the trua is 9 little blasts.
And does anybody actually do 9 blasts exactly when they're doing trua?
Some can, some can't. It's not always perfect.
Anyway, but there are also combinations of these different blasts, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you'll have a tekiah, or it's just shavarim trua that get combined, or is it tekiah shavarim?
Shavarim trua usually combined.
Yeah. And within the holiday services, you'll actually have a total of 100 blasts being done, sometimes more, depending on what kind of service you're at. But the typical length, we're talking about 100 blasts total over the entire period of the services. Right? I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting. It's been almost a year since we started planning this, and that's because, well, as you know, Jewish Music Toronto hasn't been around for a year at this point. We just started right after the high holidays. So, will you do the shofar for us today? You're
Yes.
gonna blow it? All right. Let's start with a tekiah. Shavarim. And finally a trua. It sounds kind of like a machine gun blast there. So what about a shavarim trua? Can you do one of those for me? And that, by the way, is why it is so complicated to do this.
Eli, there's one last blast that we do at the end called tekiah gedolah,
Yeah.
which is a very long blast. It can be up to 8 seconds, as long as the person can go.
So it's got to be at least the minimum of the regular tekiah, and then...
Yes.
So I've seen, I can't believe I forgot about this one, but I've seen some people, they just go completely red in the face when they're doing it. Is that what you're gonna try? Like, are you gonna do that now? Are you gonna try to do it? All right. Special for our viewers here right now. Shalom. is going to try to do a Tekiah Gedolah and hopefully not pass out. Might want to take a deep breath before this. That's pretty good. It's taken you 3 years to get to the point already where you are now, right?
Yes.
And you're doing this for some shuls. You've done it for some other services as well. What is the challenge of getting that sound just right to know that you're gonna get the sound you're going for?
The breathing scales. It's taking your time. It all depends on the shofar you use too.
Yeah? So if you're using like one of the longer ram's horns that spirals around multiple times, is it going to be a lot harder then?
It could be. It also depends on the hole size of the shofar.
The shofar. So is a shorter one easier or is a longer one easier that you found?
I've tried the short one, it was very hard. And then I bought one that was longer and it was much easier.
That's this one you've got here, right?
Yes.
So this is a skill that you've got basically for life now as long as you keep practicing.
Yes.
Right? Well, that's going to be it for this week. Thank you so much, Shalom, for coming on. I may have some other special stuff, so as always, stick around. Be sure to subscribe and share. If you're enjoying our videos, that's the way to do it. Sharing our videos with people really helps the channel. And you can always find us on Facebook at facebook.com/JewishMusicToronto, on Tumblr at jewishmusicdatabase.tumblr.com. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.